everybody. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, this one is called First Amendment Auditors Fail. Yes. First, how many of you have encountered the First Amendment auditor? Okay, First Amendment auditor is they're trying to exercise their rights to speech, the freedom of the press, and assembly, okay? And religion too, So the freedom of the press is what these people are bucking for, okay? And nobody's blocking their freedom. They have the right to film in an establishment. They mostly hit public places, city places, and government buildings, okay? So a couple of them have came into the library where I work. One just came in there, you know, and we have 18 branches of libraries in the city of Memphis. But this one in particular was the main branch, okay? All right, they have the right for all of that, but they do not have the right to create a hostile environment, you know, to start disruptions, uh, and at the front desk, at the desk, they blocking people from getting business done, getting their library cards, getting a book out, and stuff like that. They can't do that. They can't block people from doing that. So I don't know. But this particular cat came in there. Actually, he came to the third floor and was filming the staff. And the staff were getting very uncomfortable right there. But that is a breach of peace right there. You getting people uncomfortable and stuff like that. And you can't do that. You can't do that. But he continued to do it. This guy, I chose. I'll call him just Mike, okay? But I don't want to slander nobody's name or nothing like that. So I just call him Mike. This guy Mike, okay? So he had his camera out, and then when people would tell him, "Look, I don't want to be filmed. Take the film out the camera out my face," he would tell them, "Okay, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Give me your name. Give me your name." And they would give him their name, and then they'll ask him his name, and he'd say, "I choose not to tell you. I choose not to tell you. Nah, I choose not to tell you. That's none of your business. That's none of your business." See that right there? That's creating a hostile environment. And then I came up there, and he said, what you coming up here for? What you coming up here for?" I said, "I'm just here, okay? All right." He said, "Oh, I thought they sent you for me." I said, "I'm just here, all right." So he went and talked to the administrators of the library, and they were going back and forth, and he was drawing it out as long as he could. So he finally walked out, and then I walked behind him. He said, what are you walking behind me for? What is your name? What's your name?" I didn't give him my name. I said, "That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter." Because I didn't have to give him my name, you know, because I wasn't talking to him or nothing. So then we went down to the front desk, and he was filming down there. See, I think that the First Amendment auditors mostly want to get you upset so you can lose control, and then they got you. Then they'll file something on you. You know, they'll file something on you. So that day went past. The next day he came back. Yes, he came back. So this time he went to the front desk and was filming everybody there with his camera, and he was making the people uncomfortable. He was making the staff uncomfortable. So I went over there again. I said, please don't put the camera in their face. They don't like that. And he said, "Oh, why can't I? Why can't I film? You deny me my rights to film? You deny me my rights to film?" And I said, "No, I'm not denying you your rights to film, but it's people up here and they're writing their names on stuff that's kind of sensitive. You don't want people to see." He said, "Okay, I'm not showing nothing. I'm not showing that." And he stepped back. Okay, so that was cool. But he still had the camera trained on the front desk staff. Okay, so after that, I knew I couldn't do nothing about him filming. Okay, because he has the right to film in public, and if it's a city establishment, he got the right to film in there. But he can't create a hostile environment. Okay, so that it becomes disturbing the peace. Then, okay, so there was a customer at the front desk, and he was trying to get a library card. And he looked over at the guy who was standing right next to him, and he had the camera right in his face, right in his face. And he looked over and he said, "Get that camera out my face. Okay, I don't work here. I'm telling you, if you don't get it out my face, I'm gonna beat you up." Okay, that's exactly what he said. And then the guy kept the camera there, So the customer smacked it out his face, snapped the camera out of his face, and the camera went flying. And he said, "Uh-oh, that's it now. And he went and picked the camera up. It was actually a phone. It was a phone. He picked his phone up and he started, "I'm calling the authorities. I'm calling the authorities." So as he was calling the police, he said, now, I'm telling you." And he got his camera again, put it back in the guy's face, and he smacked it down again. He said, "Next time I'm hitting you. Next time I'm hitting you." He said, "Oh my goodness, this is a lawsuit. This is a lawsuit." So the police came in, and they immediately came to me first. And I told them, "This gentleman is causing a disturbance in here." Okay? Once you say a disturbance, that's grounds for you to do what you got to do then. So the police went and talked to him, and he was telling them, I'm just an auditor. I'm an independent journalist." That's what they self-proclaim themselves as being. They self-proclaim themselves as being journalists. They're independent journalists. So he was telling the officer was telling him, "Look, you disturbing people up here." He said, "I'm not disturbing them. I'm just filming. I'm just filming." And he stood there and watched them knock the phone out of my hand. He got assaulted. So I told him, I said, "Hey, nope." I said, "Look, the gentleman knocked the camera out of his hand, but I'm here to observe and report. Okay, that's all I'm here for. As an unarmed security, there, I'm just observing and reporting. Okay." So he said, "Oh, I understand that. I understand that. Okay." So then I went to get authorization of agency, which is a form where you can bar people from any establishment you're in. So I got that, and we filled it out. You know, the authorization of agency. So after that was filled out, now it would be criminal trespassing if he comes back on the property. Okay. So there's a way that you can do it, but you have to be cool with not violating his rights. See, this gentleman created a hostile environment. He created chaos in the library. So with that's where I could get authorization of agency filled out. But before that, I couldn't do it. Because he was just standing there filming. So how many people here have work in the city or public jobs out here that has experienced this? Sometimes you may want to push a guy out the house, your establishment, and tell him to get out and stuff like that. With that, then that gives them grounds to file a lawsuit on you. You know, and the gentleman that knocked the camera out of his hand, he left. So, and we didn't have his name or anything. But then I was able to get this gentleman's name, that auditor. I was able to get that auditor's name, first and last name, from. He had to he had to file a report. He had to they filed a report on him. So he had to give it up. Yeah. So now I got the name. And I snapped a picture of him too. Snapped a picture of him. So future people can have that picture and they can look at that, and then if he come in, all they need to do is call the police. And the police get there, he'll be arrested for criminal trespassing. Yes. I don't know. It's crazy, man. I don't know, but they can do it in a peaceful way. They can do it like come and film in a library, and don't film people on computers and stuff like that. They can do that and get away unscathed. But a lot of them like to take risks, and most of them put theirs on social media. Okay, maybe on YouTube or whatever platform they choose. But it's not right, man. They'll really make people lose their cool. Maybe if they didn't do that, it would be okay. It won't be okay to some people. It's gonna be people that get mad with them, okay? But they have the right to film, all right? They have the right to film, okay? In any establishment. All right. Okay, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share it with your friends. Share it with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. All right. Peace. Adios. Salamit.